income from investments can majorly be categorized into two. It is fixed or it is flexible. When it is fixed, it means it is defined, it is predetermined, it means it is specified right from day one, even before the investor ventures into the investments. The return, the reward, the ROI is already fixed. The interest rate is already fixed, and the investor knows what he or she is going into, knowing what to expect in return for the capital he or she is investing in that vehicle. So that is what fixed income is. Why flexible? You don't know the exact amount you are expecting. It is based on the performance of the market. It is incumbent upon so many factors that are determined by the market. And in this video, we want to majorly focus on fixed income investments. What you need to know and how to maximize your return on investment in the fixed income investments market. So quickly, let's look at the table of contents. What do we have for us in this video? We'll look at what is fixed income investments, examples of fixed income investments. We look at why are fixed income investments so popular in Nigeria, what to consider before investing in fixed income investments, and challenges with fixed income investments in Nigeria. Quickly, let's jump into it. So what is fixed income investments? Fixed income investment refers to those types of investment that pay investors fixed returns until they mature. So just like the name implies, fixed income, it means the amount you are expecting, the amount you are anticipating in return for the capital you are deploying for that investment is fixed, is predetermined, is specified. It is defined. It is not based on any outcome, maybe positive or negative. Whether the market performs well or it doesn't perform well, that does not concern fixed income investments. It is not dependent on the performance of the markets. It is not a matter of probability. Even though there's still an iota of risk involved, which we'll also be talking about by the time we get to the cons, the disadvantages of fixed income investment. So that's why it's good that you stay to the end of this video. It does not depend on the performance of the market. It is fixed right from day one. So the investor knows what he or she is venturing into. So when we talk about fixed income investments, we refer to fixed amounts on a fixed schedule. Fixed amounts on a fixed schedule. Some it could be at the beginning, some it could be twice in a year, some it could be quarterly, while some could be at the end of the investments, at the maturity of the investments. So you need to know what kind of fixed income investment are you going into. Is it the one that pays at the beginning? Is it the one that pays twice in a year? Is it the one that will pay quarterly? Or is it the one that will only return with its principal at the end of the investments? So you need to know all this. It is imperative. Let's move on. So when we talk about fixed income investments, fixed income investment give you regular and predictable income, usually as interest. It gives you regular and predictable because the amount you are expecting is already fixed. It is at a fixed percentage, fixed coupon rates, fixed interest rates. So let's say, for instance, you are investing 1 million in whatever currency, and it's coming at the rate of, let's say, 20%, hypothetically. It means you are expecting 200,000 naira for this very investment. Maybe it's 20% per annum for this investment. So you know that at the end of the year, your money will become 1.2 million naira because you now have an interest, you have an income, you have a return of 200,000 naira. So having this return of 200,000 naira, now depending on the kind of fixed income investment that it is, if it is the one that pays at the beginning, you know that right from the one you just collect your return While some, it could be that 200,000 naira will be divided into 4 and it will be paid quarterly. So you have 50,000 in the first quarter, 50,000 in the second quarter, 50,000 in the third quarter, 50,000 in the last quarter. I hope you get my point. So it gives you regular and predictable income, usually as interest. It is a way of growing your money without taking too much risk. One major advantage of fixed income investments is most of them belongs to the low risk category of investment. Low risk, because already you are sure of what you are expecting in return. You are sure, you are certain, because it is a predefined interest rate. It is a predefined return on investments. So it is not based on any probability or on any outcome of the markets. I hope you got that point. So let's look at the examples of fixed income investments. And just like you see at the bottom, I'll be talking about the range as well. So number one is the bonds in general, the one by the government, and those can be categorized majorly into FGN bonds, FGN savings bonds. The two are different. FGN bonds, the interest on it is paid twice in a year, unlike the FGN savings bond that is paid 4 times in a year. Then we have the next one, which is the subnational bonds. Subnational bonds just means state governments issuing bonds, local governments issuing bonds, unlike treasury bills that state governments are not allowed to issue. For bonds, state governments are allowed to issue bonds. So Lagos State can issue bonds, Rivers can issue bonds, Sokoto states can issue bonds. Local governments also, especially now that their autonomy has been defined, they are permitted to issue bonds. So you need to be aware of the kind of bonds you are venturing into when going into bonds. Government agency bonds. Government agency, government parastatals also are permitted to issue bonds. So, and what is the range? What is the interest range of these bonds? It ranges from 17 to 20% as at the time of making this video. As at the time of making this video, which is 2025, February 2025. Treasury bills is another fixed income investment. This is fixed around 21 to 23%. By the time you are going into it, you will know the exact amount. You will know the exact percentage. I'm only saying this because it depends on the platform that you are using, which I'm still going to talk about at the end. It depends on the platform. Some platform will depending on their commission, they will, and some are even third party. They don't have the direct access to these treasury bills. So they are third party, and you know that once they are third party, they too, they want to have their own commission too. So you need to be aware of these platforms. So treasury bills offer between 21 to 23%. Treasury bills simply means you are lending your money to the government, same as FGN savings bond. In a separate video, I'll be talking about the difference between the two, between FGN savings bond and treasury bills. Then number 3, we have corporate bonds. Corporate bonds are issued by a corporate organization. So, and the range is between 18 to 25%. Corporate bonds is different from commercial paper. Corporate bond is usually long term, 3 to 10 years. Commercial paper is used majorly for short term, within a year. So all these rates are fixed. As at the point you are entering, you will know the exact amounts. I'm just giving a range because this, for instance, the corporate bond and the commercial paper varies from company to company. Fixed term deposits also varies from company to company. If you are doing with the banks, with commercial banks, you may not really have much. You may be offered 8%, 10%, 12%. But if you go with fund managers, fixed term deposits with them could be as high as 21%, could be as high as 24%. I give you an example. Pattern Security, I think as at the time of making this video, they still had one that is running, which is at 24%. Pattern Security is licensed by the Security Exchange Commission. The last one is the fixed dollar fund. That's another fixed income investments, and this is done in dollars, and you can get this on many platforms like Afri Investor, like United Capital, Cowrywise, Piggyvest, depending on the platform. Please be aware of the platform you are dealing with. Are they third party or they are licensed directly? These are questions to ask before you go and subscribe with any investment platform. I hope you understand my points. So fixed dollar investments, you invest your money in dollars. So this is good for those who are looking to invest in foreign currency. Let's move to the next slide.